Hello students, welcome to the next session of Social Studies. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter number 3, Festivals of India. Now, before starting the chapter, let's do a warm-up session. There is a picture of Rangoli. So, look at the Rangoli pattern given below. Use the colored segment as a guide and complete the pattern. So, there is a Rangoli picture and you have to follow the color segment and do the coloring. So first you have to shade this portion, after that you have to shade this, then comes the third portion. Then you have to shade all these portions by following the same color. Whatever the pattern is, you have to follow the same color and then you have to shade it. Now, in this picture, you see that there are red color, there are green color and yellow. Then navy blue, little bit of brown and then dark brown. And then slight pink color is there. So you have to follow this color and color the Rangoli. Next, in this chapter we are going to study about harvest festival, religious festivals and national holidays. Now, the first topic is kinds of festivals. Festivals are times of celebration and fun. We wear new clothes, eat sweets and make merry. India is a land of many festivals. We celebrate different kinds of festivals. The harvest festivals, religious festivals and national days are celebrated in India. So in India, we celebrate three kinds of festival, that is the harvest festival, the religious festival and the national days. And festivals, well, why do we celebrate festivals? Because it makes us very happy and it makes us close to each other. That's why we celebrate each and every festivals. Then in the festivals also what we do, we wear new clothes, then eat sweets, different kinds of sweets are being made by our mother. Then we visit our relatives' house, we visit our friend's house and then we celebrate with a great joy and enthusiasm. Now, the first festival is Harvest Festival. Farming is the most common occupation of people in our country. The season of harvest is an important season for farmers. They reap crops in this season. It is a time of excitement and joy. Harvest festivals are celebrated when crops are reaped. People celebrate these festivals with much energy and happiness. So, harvest festival means we know that in India, farming is a main occupation. Then during the harvest festival, they reap crops, means they cut the crops and then they gather, means it is ready for the crops. When the crops gets ready, it is a season when the crops gets ready. So these festivals people celebrate with great enthusiasm and fun. Then they enjoy a lot with great excitement. They enjoy this festival. Now let's move on to the next topic. Then what are the in different states, how people celebrate this harvest festival? The first is Baisakhi. It is known as Baisakhi. Baisakhi is the harvest festival of Punjab. So the people of Punjab, they name this festival as Baisakhi. Men and women perform Bhangra and Gidda on this day. They dance to the beat of dhol. Baisakhi fairs are organized at many places. People participate in these fairs in large numbers. So, in Punjab, men and women, how they perform this festival, how they celebrate this festival, they do garba, they do bhangra. So, how in Punjab, how do people celebrate this festival? Men and women, they perform bhangra and they do gidda. They dance with the beat of dhol. and many fairs are being organized for the people in Punjab, and people they celebrate with they really enjoy this festival. I think you must have seen in on TVs also, like during the Baisakhi festival, how the people of Punjab, how they enjoy. They enjoy a lot. They wear new clothes, and then they do bhangra. Then they dance, and we know that Punjabis are very they're very joyful person. So this is how they celebrate Baisakhi, which is a harvest festival in Punjab. Now, next comes to Pongal. Now, Pongal is celebrated in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, the people they call it as Pongal, the harvest festival. Pongal is a harvest festival of Tamil Nadu. Pongal celebrations last for 4 days. So, the people of Tamil Nadu they celebrate this harvest festival for 4 days. People worship the sun god in this festival. So, in this festival, the people of Tamil Nadu, or you can say as well as South Indian, the people who lives in the South Indian southern region, they worship the sun god in this Pongal festival. They decorate their homes with mango and banana leaves. So how they decorate their houses? They decorate with mango leaves and banana leaves. They cook rice in a clay pot under the sunlight and call it pongal rice. So under the sunlight, they cook rice in a clay pot and they call it as a pongal rice. The dish is offered to the sun god. So after when they cook the rice, when they cook the rice, first of all whom they serve to the sun god. Understood? So the people of Tamil Nadu they call it the harvest festival as Pongal. It lasts for 4 days, and then people they worship the sun god during this festival. They decorate their homes with the mango and banana leaves. Understood? And where they cook the rice? They cook the rice in a clay pot. And where they keep under the sunlight. And whom they offer or serve the dish first? They offer to the sun god. Next, Onam. Onam is the harvest festival of Kerala. So in Kerala, the southern region, Kerala also in the southern region. So the people of Kerala they call it as Onam to the harvest festival. It lasts for 10 days. So we have seen that in Tamil Nadu they celebrate this festival for at least 4 days. But in Kerala they celebrate this festival for at least 10 days. It lasts for 10 days. People celebrate Onam in honor of the legendary king Mahabali. So they celebrate in honor of the name of one of the kings king's name. The name of the king is Mahabali. During Mahabali's rule, Kerala enjoyed a period of peace and prosperity. Onam is famous for grand feast, beautiful flower patterns and snake boat race. So in the festival of Onam, how they celebrate, they have a very famous boat race which is known as the snake boat race. It is very big in size. The length is it is very big, and they have a grand feast. They prepare different kind of dishes. Then they organize different flower patterns. They have this one different flower patterns means they organize with colorful flowers. The different kinds of flowers you will see in this festival. Then they also the most common what they make is rangoli. So rangoli is very common in our festival. Also, what we do, we decorate our house with rangoli. So in Onam also, in Onam festival also, the people of Kerala, how they decorate, they design with different flowers. They do the rangoli by using different kinds of flowers. Okay. Our next festival is Bihu. Bihu is a harvest festival celebrated in Assam. Women and young girls perform Bihu dance and sing songs. So, Bihu is celebrated in Assam. And how they perform? They perform by doing Bihu dance and by also singing songs. Now, the next topic is religious festivals. Religious festivals are celebrated by people of different religion communities. In religion festival, the first is Holi. Holi is a festival of colors. Holi is celebrated to mark the end of Holika, the devil, and victory of Prahlad, son of the evil king Hiranyakashipu. People also celebrate Holi to welcome spring. They apply gulal on one another. So everybody knows that Holi is a festival of colors. In this festival, they play with, they apply gulal and they enjoy very nicely. It marks the victory of the devil whose name is Prahlad. Next, Basant Panchami. Basant Panchami is celebrated at the onset of spring. Means it is celebrated at the start of spring season. On this day, people worship Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and wear yellow colored clothes. Several states organize kite festivals on this day. People take part these festivals with great enthusiasm and excitement. So the next religious festival is Basant Panchami. Basant Panchami is celebrated at the start of spring, and in this day people who they worship goddess Saraswati, who is known as the goddess of knowledge, and they wear colored yellow colored clothes. Next is Dashera. The festival of Dashera celebrates the victory of Lord Rama over Ravana. People celebrate it in different parts of the country in different ways. People in the state of Gujarat celebrate it as Navratri Mahotsav. People in the eastern states celebrate it as Durga Puja. So, Dashera. People in Gujarat, they call it as Navratri, and the people who belong from the West Bengal, they call it as Durga Puja. So it marks the victory of Lord Rama over Ravana. Next, Diwali. Diwali is a festival of lights. It is celebrated by the Hindus in our country. It is believed that Lord Rama returned to his kingdom on this day after 14 long years. People clean houses and decorate it with diyas, candles and lights. People offer prayers to goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. So Diwali, the festival of lights, it is celebrated by the Hindus. Then it is marked as it is believed that Lord Ramana. Our next festival is Diwali. Diwali is the festival of lights. It is celebrated by the Hindus in our country. It is believed that Lord Rama returned to his kingdom on this day after 14 long years. People clean houses and decorate it with diyas, candles and lights. People offer prayers to goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. So Diwali, everybody knows that it is a festival of lights. Then on this day, people they decorate their houses with diyas, candles and lights. And on this day, on this festival, whom they worship goddess Lakshmi, who is known as the goddess of wealth. Next, Guru Purab. Guru Purab is celebrated in the honor of Sikh Gurus. On Guru Purab, Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of the Sikh, is read at home and in Gurudwaras. People hold special assemblies. They also take out religious processions or marches across the city. Langars are organized in Gurudwaras and in many public places. So Guru Purab is celebrated by the Sikh people, and in this day where they go to worship, they go to the Gurudwara, and people on this day they go out for processions or marches in the name of Guru Granth Sahib. Then what is langar? Langar means a common kitchen where different kinds of dishes are prepared and offered to the people on this day. Now our next topic is our next festival is Eid. Eid is celebrated after a month of fasting. This 1 month of fasting is called Ramadan or Ramzan. In the month of Ramadan, devotees do not eat or drink anything during the day and pray for peace. On the day of Eid, people wear new clothes and offer prayers at mosque. A sweet delicacy called sevai is released after the prayers. So Eid is celebrated and it is known as the month of fasting. The people do fasting for at least 1 month, and the name is the fasting. The name of the festival is known as Ramadan or Ramzan. Then on the day of Eid, what the sweet dish is prepared is known as a sevai. Next. The next festival is Christmas. Christmas is celebrated on 25th of December. It marks the birth of Jesus Christ. On Christmas Eve, special prayers are held in churches. People decorate Christmas trees. Families and friends exchange gifts and enjoy. So the next festival is Christmas, and everybody knows that Christmas is celebrated in the month of December on 25th. Then it marks the birth of Jesus Christ. On this day, people they exchange the gifts. Then they have family gatherings, and then they celebrate. They cut cakes, and people they enjoy They decorate the Christmas tree. On this day, people especially the Christian people, what they do, they celebrate the Christmas tree, and they exchange gifts, and they also have a prayer service. After the prayer service, what they do, they cut cakes, and then they enjoy with their family. There are some other religious festivals also, which are Ganesh Chaturthi, Buddha Purnima, Mahavir Jayanti, Raksha Bandhan and Chhath are some of other important religious festivals of our country. We celebrate all these festivals with a lot of enthusiasm and joy. So this was our religious festival. Now let us come to the next topic, which is our national days, or which are known as the national festivals. We celebrate national days to remember great events of the past. These events hold national importance. Our country celebrates 3 national days. Now, which are the 3 national days or national festivals? They are our Independence Day. So, Independence Day is celebrated on 15th of August 1947, when India got freedom. To remember this event, we celebrate Independence Day on 15 August every year. On this day, the Prime Minister hoists the national flag at the Red Fort in Delhi. The Prime Minister also gives a speech in front of a large gathering. We also remember the freedom fighters who fought for our country's independence. So every year in the month of August 15, we celebrate Independence Day, and on Independence Day the Prime Minister, he hoists the national flag, and then he hoists the national flag in the Red Fort, and then he delivers the speech. So the next is Republic Day. So when did India become republic? India became republic on 26 January 1950. So now every year in the month of January 26, we celebrate Republic Day. Now, Republic Day, on this occasion, the President awards to the people who has done a great work for the country. The President of India, he gives medals to and bravery awards to the people. Then from people from different states, they also perform. Then the people from defense, they do a great parade. Then students from a different school, they also come and perform during the Republic Day. Then this Republic Day, it is held in New Delhi at Rajpath. Next, Gandhi Jayanti. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869. He is popularly known as the father of the nation. We celebrate Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October every year. Since Gandhiji believed in non-violence, this day is also recognized as the International Day of Non-Violence. So when is Gandhi Jayanti celebrated? It is celebrated on 2nd October every year. And why we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti? Because he has abolished violence from our country, from the British rule. So that's why we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti to show him the respect, whatever he has done for our country. Then on this day, it is actually known as the International Day of Non-Violence. Now we have a small activity. The first is sort the festivals in the correct group. In the box you can see the name of the festivals. So there are 3 boxes. The first box is of national days, second is religious festival, and third is the harvest festival. So we know that national festivals, how many national festivals we have. Then what are the religious festivals and what are the harvest festivals? So you have to take out the answer from the box and write it down. The first one I'll do it, and the rest you have to do it by yourself. Okay. Now national days. National days we have Independence Day. So the next 2 answers you have to write it. Let's come to the second box, which is the religious festival. Now which is a religious festival, you have to find out from the box. There are, first we can see as Diwali. So the next you can do it by yourself. Next comes the harvest festival. So we know Onam. Onam is the harvest festival. So same likewise you have to write the answers by yourself. Okay. So today we are going to wind up the session here. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.